AITA for saying I'm entitled to food my parents buy? Throwaway account. I'm going to keep this short. I'm in college and living with my parents. My parents had an oops baby. My sister is only 4. They can't afford childcare, so instead of getting a part-time job to help out, I take care of her when they're at work. We got into an argument because they haven't gone grocery shopping and were running low on food. They used the last of the bread for themselves tonight, and when I brought up what I would eat, we got into an argument. They told me I'm grown and it's not their responsibility to feed me anymore. I told them that's BS and I'm entitled to food because I'm taking care of their kid. They're now calling me an entitled brat and saying if I don't fix my attitude they'll kick me out. I told them go ahead because then they'll be homeless because they can't afford childcare even with both of them working. My relatives are telling me I'm in the wrong because I am an adult and need to grow up. So am I the asshole? NTA. So, you're an adult and need to grow up, but your parents don't? They can either make sure there is food in the house for their kids. If there was nothing for you to eat, what did they give your sister? Or one of them can be a stay-at-home parent and watch the child they created irresponsibly so you can get a job and buy your own food. Your parents make 0 sense. They're saving a fortune not paying for daycare and you're not working to make that possible while you're in college. So where exactly do they expect you to get food when you're not working outside the home? I'm 99.9% sure they're not paying you anything, and if they are, it should be understood what you're responsible for paying for. You sound like an unpaid, unfed, overworked live-in babysitter to make their lives work, and you're getting the raw end of this deal. If it doesn't include food, that's just basic life stuff. I'd find other arrangements. Tell them you're off to be a grown-up now and wish them luck with their toddler. NTA. NTA, you're essentially working for them for free. You live with them and are financially reliant on them. You need them to buy food for you to eat. The fact that they don't think that is concerning. Info. Was there other food in the house you could eat aside from the bread? Edit. Regardless. Sounds like this living situation has run its course. You should probably get a job and move out and let them figure out childcare. Unless they're paying for your college. In which case I'd say unfortunately. Suck it up and stay there because you won't be able to earn that amount working and going to school. Your relatives must be unaware of the non-payment for childcare arrangement. Or are just, well, not very smart, I guess. You are NTA. They can't really expect you to get a job, go to college, and also care for your 4-year-old sister free of charge. It should be expected that they will still be feeding you given that you live under their roof, and they are in essence preventing you from getting a job that actually pays money. I'm not your responsibility because I'm an adult. Then it's not my responsibility to watch your oops because I'm an adult. NTA. If they want you to pay for your own groceries, you will need to get a job and they will need to find childcare for your sister. NTA. But I would look for a dorm room and PT job. Move out and enjoy life. Let them FAFO. NTA. NTA. They're using you for free childcare. So it's normal of you to expect them to at least feed you. They should grow up and take responsibility. So, you're providing them with free childcare, and they're not willing to feed you? I promise daycare would be a hell of a lot more expensive. And I'd tell them that. Wow. Talk about hoping to harm someone else by poking your own eye out. I'm sorry your family sucks. And I'm sorry that money is so tight that they are having a hard time buying bread. That just shouldn't happen in a world where bread is as abundant as it is here. I'm sure that just being stressed about it all is part of the reason why they are behaving so badly. But you have to take care of you. Break that poverty cycle. That means focusing on your studies. It won't make you an asshole if you leave them and focus on yourself. Their threat to kick you out and lose their free babysitter is just plain illogical. The cost of a babysitter is huge. You are doing them a big favor by doing this work for just room and board. Asking another person to do that would get them laughed in the face. It might really be time to get your own place and let all of you have some space to grow. I know that's a financial hardship all around, but if you can find a way, it sounds like it would be good. Kids have to grow up and make a life for themselves. Don't let your abusive parents tie you down to their level. NTA. See if your college will provide emergency housing for students. Get away from your parents. Also see if your college has a food pantry. The one I work for does. Get food there. You are NTA. See what resources you can get from your school and GTFO. Info. How old are you and how many hours a week do you spend babysitting your sister? NTA. Start planning your exit strategy. NTA. Tell them you'll be an adult and live life away from your parents. Just move out and have them deal with the fallout. They'll realize that some bread is worth less than a babysitter they'll actually have to pay. NTA. What kind of a parents are they? I would make sure that all of my kids have food no matter if they are adults or not. NTA. If you have another place to move, do it. Then you can get a job to pay rent there. Let your parents figure out the mess they made. INTA. I have been in the exact same situation as you are now. My advice is to stop letting them use you as a free babysitter when they clearly aren't appreciative. Go out and get a job. Your sister is not your responsibility, she's theirs. Not being able to afford childcare for the child they knowingly, oops baby or not, brought into this world is not your problem. If they aren't going to provide for you, don't provide for them. You can't take care of your sister and provide for yourself at the same time. And again, coming from someone who has been through this, choose yourself. In my family, we help each other out. Of course there are limits. But it sounds like you are willingly helping your parents look after your little sister. There was a tiff about bread and peanut butter. Heated words were exchanged. And now Reddit is saying get out of there. I think before booking it out of there. Cool down. Think things through and then discuss with your parents what it means to be an adult and what are the expectations, ground rules going forward. And adult applies to them as well as you. Things to consider. Be true to yourself. Is this situation together with your parents good for you? Is it good for your parents? For your sister? It is okay to help out, but what is the cost and is it worth it? Lots of valid points made by others that are worth considering. But if you do decide it is time to leave, let it be a thought-through decision and not a heated reaction.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.